Coach, the beauty of your experience is that you've coached in this game a
Mhm.
bunch. You have that experience. What is your message to your team, not just with the rematch with Duke in a game that you guys really played well early in the season, but
Yeah,
just the moment of
yeah.
playing in an ACC championship and playing for a playoff berth?
Oh, I mean, this is what you work for, but you've already played championship games, right? So we looked at the Florida State, and that's what I told them. I said, hey, you because in my experience in the ACC, you had to go through Florida State,
Right.
right? And I know the record may not indicate it, but that's still a Florida State caliber football team, talent wise, ability wise, size wise. And so I said, boy, this is what's going to feel like. Okay. And the speed of the game was going to be
Mhm.
equivalent to a championship game. And so they had the opportunity to experience that. And then in the month of November, we treated every game like it's a championship game. So that when we get to this moment, right, we're not looking at it like anything different other than it's the next game. But we understand that the margin for error, right, is very, very small. And then I told him, I said, hey, it's even a little bit harder for us because we're playing a team the second time. Right. And so we got to make sure that we don't lose to ourselves in buying the lie like, oh, we did it once, we can do it again. So
Right.
we got to treat this like it's a game, a season of its own, a team that we've never seen, and we got to prepare that way and understand if we do that and we play to our standard, it's going to be all about us. And so I think there's been several games throughout the year that have kind of given us what the feel's going to be like. Now, I got to make sure that when they get there, because the lights are a little bit brighter. Emag, you
Right.
know this, right?
That's right.
They're a little bit brighter on this stage.
Yeah.
There's a lot more people down on the field in pregame, right? There's a little bit of a buzz. But what's been awesome is to see the evolution of Scott Stadium,
Yes.
right? So this past Saturday, it felt like what it's supposed to feel like in a rivalry game, in a championship game, a state championships on the line, cups on the line, bragging rights. It felt like that. So those guys now have felt that several times this season. So hopefully when we get there on Saturday night, man, they'll just be themselves, and that's really the message to them. Just be yourself. You don't need to be anything other than who you are, because when people were questioning, myself and our players at the ACC media days, like, why are y'all talking about championships? Well, you have to be a champion well before you're ever a champion. So you have to think like that. You have to talk like that. You have to act like that in order to, right, bring it to life. Because they say you speak things in existence. So
Mhm.
these young men have been thinking and acting and training and practicing, like champions for this moment. And so now it's like, block out the noise. Don't do anything different. Do a little bit more of what you've been doing, and you'll be fine.
There we go. Man, I'm ready. I'm ready to play. I can't wait to see you, man. Super
Appreciate it.
excited for you guys. Thank you for your time and just congratulations. It's
Thank
truly
you.
fun to watch what you're doing, bro.